you live on your chin. This is the Goin Deep Show.
Fighting for evil because good dumb. I'm the kid. This is the Goin Deep Show. Hi, everybody. In the studio tonight, hanging out, JMac.
What's up, pimp hustlers and hoes?
And Silverback.
I got nothing. He took the hose.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
If you want to reach the show, 206-202-DEEP's the number to call. Give it a shout. Yell at us. Tell us we're retarded. I'm retarded. I like to be that way.
Wouldn't you like to be retarded too?
Yeah.
I'd gladly be retarded for you on a Tuesday for $1 today or something.
On tap tonight, coffee and beer.
Not together.
Why have they not found a way to chemically mix the two yet?
I think they did Four Loko, wasn't it?
well, yeah. Actually, it's called a
Beer fee.
Vodka and Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
We just got back from Frankenmuth Brewery. Silverback did not.
Lame.
But we did mention it a couple times because we were talking about how we're, traditionally doing that kind of stuff more. And JMac brought something to my attention. It wasn't even like last summer that the first time we even hung out. JMac,
because he's like, well, it's probably like a year ago we came here, and I'm like, it couldn't have been because I didn't even know who Jeff Rawl was until like our first practice.
Used his real name.
Yeah.
I didn't say Mister. They'll never. They won't know who he is.
And isn't your life richer now for knowing that?
Yeah, like
Yeah. Don't make me go edit this out.
I will if I have to stop this show. But no, yeah, I was
around. It's gonna turn us around right
isn't
now.
It kind of not, I mean, I don't use the word. I mean, it is sad. It is sad. Let's be honest.
Jake, churn us around.
Churn us around. But yeah, it was just a year ago. Kind of sounds crazy how.
Yeah, it had to be June.
Because we were outside, our first outdoor practice, which doesn't happen until June around here.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I go out to my mom and dad's last week prior to hanging out with Silverback. I tell my dad that we're hanging out, and his first question is, does he have a girlfriend yet? Like in that condescending kind of way, that tone of voice even.
Yeah. I'm the talk of Auburn. I'm like the Bachelor of Auburn. Not that Auburn is a thriving metropolis and there's a lot of competition, but like everywhere I go, do you have a girlfriend yet? Do you have a girlfriend yet?
Everybody knows you. They're all trying to hook you up.
Do they always have a niece for you or a granddaughter?
God. I know someone that you would absolutely love. Okay.
No, just because you love him doesn't mean I'm going to. I've learned that lesson before.
Right.
Hence my ex.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Thank you, Leah. Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, excuse me.
I've been hyping up this story you told me at the bar, though, for about a week to everybody I come in contact with.
Right.
My story?
Yes.
Oh, God. Which one?
The disaster.
The 9 o'clock?
The hookup on freaking Plenty of Fish, which JMac
POF
has made a profile.
I set up a fake profile to go scope it out.
Really?
Fake profile.
Dude.
You couldn't see me do air quotes. So.
They should
here's the messed up thing.
Flesh.
I'm going to make this fake profile up, and it takes me, no lie, 20 minutes to come up with a fake name.
What's your fake name?
No, a fake screen name. Like, my name's kind of, like, I think I went with J or something, but, like, your screen name, what they see you,
I thought you were going to go, why didn't you become a female? You could have been May Jack.
Because then fucking Silverback keeps popping up in my profile. I didn't want him all up in my inbox.
Shit. We're into the same stuff.
Wow.
We have so much in common.
Yeah. But yeah, so
he tell us the story.
I gotta hear it because he keeps telling me, like, I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm saving it for the show.
All right,
it's very good.
I got an email from this young lady, and it intrigued me because she said she was a Tigers fan. So we emailed back and forth, and we decided we were gonna go out. She's from like Shields, and I'm from Auburn. So we decided, hey, let's meet in Freeland. That's halfway. For those of you who aren't mitten friendly, it's about 35 miles away. So we met in the middle. And we have a few beers. And well, she shows up and she's wearing flannel. So immediately the asshole in me's got to make a little, we got to chop down some trees later. But it was like the nice, Kanye West flannel. It had like the flip jack thing on it, the button on the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we hang out. We have a few beers, and I know some people in Freeland too. And they still, you got a girlfriend yet? I get a couple texts. Some of my old football players are in town. They're like, "Coach, we're down at the Auburn Hotel. Come on down." And she was asking, "Well, why does your phone keep blowing up?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just some old football players that are trying to." "Well, let's go meet them." I said, "Oh, that's quite all right." No, let's go meet them. So I said, "All right." We walk in, and there's you first got to know the Auburn Hotel. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a different crowd of people. We walk in, there's like 8 of them at this table. 7 of them. 7 are fucking wearing flannels. So she's like, "Oh."
Yes. I like this town already. I might move in.
I know. She was the only one with a Kanye West flannel, though. But we start drinking, and as sometimes happen, people start buying me drinks and shots. And I am fully aware of myself, so I don't mix very much anymore. I was drinking beer. I'm going to stick with beer. And she starts drinking shots of Southern Comfort. And they're sending her Southern Comfort. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, God, you might want to slow down a little bit.
You do have to drive home.
Yeah, And she looks at me, she's like, "Oh, it's really weird. I never get hangovers. I don't, I never get sick. It's the craziest thing."
Because I black out till I'm sober.
So we get, she gets like 5-6 shots plus the beer we drank. And you can tell she's kind of waving in the chair. So I said, I live like 4 blocks away from here. Let's just go. We'll put in a movie, sit on the couch, sober up a little bit so you can drive home. She's like, "That's a great idea." We go home. We're not there 2 minutes. She's like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom for a second?" It's like, "Well, you probably got to take a leak. It's a lot of alcohol in you." She's gone 10 minutes. It could have been longer, but I was pretty messed up too. And all of a sudden I'm like, did she fall in? Is she dropping a deuce on the first date at my place? So I go and I knock on the door. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And then I hear the infamous, I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I open the door.
You don't hold hair back on the first date.
She had shorter hair.
Okay.
75% of it made the toilet. However, it was the other 25% that really got to me. So at like 1:30 in the morning on our first date, she's sitting on my couch.
You don't have to say first date. You can just go with only.
Okay. No.
You would think
I'd learn. So she stays for like an hour and a half, and she said, I feel great. We're going to go. I'm going to go. I said, "Okay, good luck to you. It's nice meeting you." So the next 3 days, I am bombarded by texts and phone calls. "I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I swear that never happens. You're such a great guy. I had so much fun. Give me one more chance. Please give me one more chance." And after about a week, I'm like, "All right, you know what? We'll go. Let's meet in Freeland, and we'll just have one beer, and then we'll call it good."
She's like, "I got to have 15 before."
So we meet at a different bar in Freeland this time because that other one had bad karma. She starts ordering up beers, and after like the second or third one, I'm like, "Are you sure you want to put this much alcohol in the equation?" She's like, No, I'm just drinking beer. I'm fine. I'm sorry." We're there for about an hour and a half, and she looks at me, and there's a guy like playing, some acoustic dude. He's got the Bob Marley knitted hat on. He's playing, and she's like, "It'd be really super sexy if you'd sing to me right now." I said, "Okay, all right, that's not happening." So we're sitting there a few minutes later. She's like, "Hey, can we just go watch? I don't want to drink any more beer. Let's just go to your house and watch a movie." And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Come on, please. I feel bad
to make it up to you."
I said, "All right, you know what? We'll go watch a movie." So she said, "I got to follow you." So we're driving to my house, and I only live about probably 10 minutes away. We get around the corner, and in my head, I'm thinking, why in the hell am I letting this girl follow me to my house? She doesn't know where I live. Why? She can't remember. Why am I letting her follow? So all of a sudden, as I'm talking to myself, inner dialogue, philosophy, I look up and I don't see her headlights. I'm like, what the fuck? How did she lose me? I'm not even going fast. So I get about a half mile. I'm like, she'll never find me. And then that little angel on your shoulder is like, you better check and make sure she's not dead. Mm-hmm. So I turn around. Sure as shit, she's turning down the road. She goes into a ditch. And I'm thinking, this is just stupid. So I roll down and it's not, the roads aren't even bad. They're clear. Uh-huh. So I go, what are you doing? She's like, I'm stuck. I said, obviously. She said, you got to get me out of here. I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to get you out of there? You're in a ditch. She's like, push me out. I said, really? I'm going to push you out. That's not
Iron Man over here.
Yeah.
How many drinks did she have before she got on the road like
She
that?
probably had, I think we had like 3 or 4 beers over an hour and a half period. Nothing, nothing spectacular. So she goes back and forth, trying to get out. She can't. I'm like, just let me do this. So I get in her car and I get out. And it wasn't like, Sudoku. It wasn't difficult puzzle. She just was obviously drunk. And so now I'm thinking, well, shit, I only live like 5 minutes away. She's got to follow me back to my place because I don't want her to drive a half hour home if she's drunk. Mm-hmm. So she follows me back to my house. She gets there without any other incident. I'm just thankful for.
Right.
So I go, well, I'm gonna put my coat away. I'll be right back. So I go into my bedroom and put my coat away. She walks into my bedroom, follows me into my bedroom, sits on my bed, and just starts disrobing. And within 30 seconds, she's completely naked on my bed. And I'm going, what is going on?
I know.
So she lays down. She's like, let's just watch some TV. I'm like,
I don't know how you watch TV.
I said, okay. So I lay on the bed, and I'm still fully clothed. And
you took your coat off.
I did. I took my coat off. And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, she's like, she looks at me, she's like, you know what? Just fuck the shit out of me. Wow, this could not possibly go any worse. And within 5 minutes of that, she passed out. So I ended up, I'm like, oh, God.
Did you Dutch Rudder, Lee?
Huh?
Dutch Rudder?
No, I went to bed. I slept. And she woke up. She slept till like 10 the next morning.
Oh, no way.
Oh, God.
Dude, there's nothing worse than being there. Like,
I know. And I'm up at 8. And I'm thinking, I got to get her out of my bed. I got to get her out of my house. And she won't do anything.
The most unbelievable part of this story is that you wouldn't sing to her. Come on.
Right.
And I've got the pipes.
He's got the pipes.
I will bust it out.
He's got the pipes.
That's me. That is me at the Albert Hotel.
That is the bootleg copy.
Yeah, we're this up on eBay if anybody wants to buy that.
Yeah, you could get it at our iTunes store.
My new release.
$1.29. Yes, that was your adventure.
Dude, man, that's fucking awesome.
I'm pretty much
Did she blow you up after that? Give me one more chance.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's where it got creepy because then the text was like, you're such a special guy. I really can see us being together. I'm thinking, wait a minute. We've gone out twice. You've puked all over my bathroom, and then you've ended up in a ditch and passed out naked after asking me to fuck you. How is that? What part of that made you think that I'm someone you want to be around a lot? Bad things happen around me.
At any one point, though, when she says, just fuck you, and in your mind, you're like, for a split second, you're going, okay, maybe.
Did you say to yourself, Jeff can do this?
And I like the punani.
Yeah.
But there was just something about, there is absolutely, I mean, she's just laying there. There's no rubbing, touching, foreplay. She's just like...
Jay, what was the first question that I asked him after hearing the story the first time? Was she hot?
Actually, yeah, that never came up. Was she hot?
She was...
Because there's a ratio of hot to crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she exceeded in one of the areas.
We had this conversation.
She was probably... she was pretty. She was... she had a very nice lower portion. Mm-hmm. She was kind of average above and in her face, but she was actually... she had, right out of high school, she had worked for, she's our age, she had worked for Calvin Klein. She was a leg model. She would, like the jean commercials. Mm-hmm. She did all that stuff. And
she was. That's what she told you, right?
No. If she's lying, it's very believable because she, down there, I mean, it was very, very nice. She had nice legs and very long legs and slender.
And you got to see them all?
I did.
Was she shaved?
It was like it was kind of like an inverted Star Trek thing going on down there. I wanted to,
like a little V going.
Two to beam up.
JMac, you've never had an instance like this where chick just fucking drops trow, gets naked in front of you, just going crazy drunk?
No, I've had drunk chicks when I think I'm gonna get laid, and then she passes out, but not like, yeah.
The question for me though is, as I sit back and reflect on this, is like every single guy wishes that a girl would just make it that easy.
Oh yeah,
right.
And then when it happens, I'm like, there's no way.
I've been there. Like when I first.
Are you that guy?
No, like when I was in your situation where like
these balls aren't going to suck themselves.
No, yeah, where
I'm
you're
that
like,
guy.
Well, like she's passed out and you're using her hand to whack you off, but no, like my like I know what you mean, because like right after I got divorced, like for me it was all about the hunt. Like I would want to go and get it and bag it, and then you get it home and you're like, if I shoot it, I'm gonna have to fucking clean it. You know what I mean? Like. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like when you're deer hunting
too. It's
like
in your
you want to go deer hunting, but I want to deer hunt with a paintball gun. Like, bam, got it. I know I got it. I could have had it. Okay?
So like playing just the tip.
Just no, not even that. Because
that's like catch and release, just the tip.
Yeah, just because it's like that's what it is. To me, it was the hunt, because I was basically in a relationship for like 10, 12 years, and like for me to be on the prowl, for me to pick up a chick at the bar, for me to like get that rush, to me to get her home, that buck fever, and then you're like, fuck, if I shoot this, I'm going to have to clean it. I'm going to have to put up with it tomorrow. I'm going to have to strap it to the top of the car.
So you appreciated the game, and you were proud to be the player of the game.
Right. And then afterwards, it was like, don't hate the player, hate the game. But
practice. Practice.
Yeah, we're talking about practice. But I mean, there has been more and more occasion, like, or even girls that like I wanted to be with or wanted to do, who've called me from the bar to be the nice guy to come get them. And then you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get this drunk bitch home. And you get home, you're like... or like in your instance, you had a couple beers, you're fine, she's wasted. How big of a turnoff is that? But yet when you're the guy who's wasted and she's had one beer, you're like, you start doing that like no pants dance where you just start like slapping yourself with your dick going, hey, don't you want this? Or is that just me?
That's just,
you put your sunglasses on your dong and you're just like, hey, hello.
Let's go back to the.
This ain't just
let's
a
go back to
rack.
You using the passed out girl.
Oh, the Dutch
to
Rudder.
whack one off.
It's Dutch Rudder, man.
It's Dutch Rudder.
The Dutch Rudder.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
The Dutch Rudder actually is, because we talked about this before. I read. She says, "Okay, you're going out to the new studio. There can be no physical contact with women." I'm like, oh, okay, how are we gonna work this then? I said, well, a girl can come touch my arm, right? So a Dutch Rudder is when you take your own hand and you put it on your shit, and another person, girl particularly, comes up and grabs your arm and just freaking shakes your arm.
That's the Dutch Rudder? What's the one where it's her arm and you're getting it to go up and down?
I don't know. I'm not sure what that one is. The Dutch Rudder is when you hold yourself.
I have to hold
Puppet Master.
Yeah, is that the? Yeah.
She wakes up.
We call that one.
I had the strangest dream. I was in Vegas and I was rolling dice for like 20 minutes.
We call that one Mr. Geppetto. Mr. Geppetto. Yeah.
Oh God, it's so nice to be
wake up and then the whole next day she's like, I don't type or anything, but I got carpal tunnel.
Oh man,
but my skin is incredibly soft.
I got one of those forearms like you got. Oh yeah, a little Popeye, right-handed Popeye all of a sudden. But ironically, this is sick. And I shouldn't have thought of this because I was playing with my nephew at the time. But okay, I can't stop the story now. I have to keep going.
Wait, just pause for a second. Let's enjoy that. This is the greatest setup of all time.
That's ridiculous. But no, okay, you guys ever played the Wii game, the Slice? You play Wii, like the little jousting?
The fruit thing?
The fruit.
Yeah,
there's the fruit, but there's also one where you stand on a platform.
Yes.
Well, anyway, my nephew's like, your turn. He's 5, and I do it, and I lose. He's like, let me show you. So it's on my wrist. I have it, and he comes and he grabs my hand, and he's trying to show me how to do it. And I'm like, I'm just Dutch Rudder jousting right now, and this isn't right at all.
The Dutch Rudder. Huh?
Yeah, it is a Dutch Rudder.
It's a classic movie. You ever heard of it?
It is a classic movie.
I've heard of the Donkey Punch and the Dirty Sanchez and the Cleveland Steamer, but never the Dutch Rudder.
The Angry Dragon was one of the first ones we ever talked about on the show. It's when you get a chick to, I think it was you blow a load in her face and then you punch her in the nose so that the jizz comes out of her mouth, out of her freaking schnoz. No, that's the jelly donut. I'm sorry. That's the jelly donut. So what's your first impressions of the new area out here, man? It shrunk, didn't it?
You know, though, I think it feels more open.
Oh, yeah, it is much more room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be
I feel it's nice. As soon as we get a stripper pole up, this place will be complete.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to bring up with you was we were watching Rambo the other day at your house.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing that puts you back into like kid mode than watching like a movie like that. JMac, you watch Rambo?
I was never a Rambo guy. Like, I'd seen them, but one of the first ones. Like, I didn't watch all of them.
But I was thinking about the 80s Fest because...
Judging by his story with his nephew, it sounds like you were a Pee Wee Herman guy.
Huh?
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Cherry and the...
Lawrence Fishburne's first big role.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Miss Yvonne.
Oh.
Miss Yvonne.
Who didn't spank it to her?
Redhead, big titties, cleavage.
Who? I thought it was a dude.
No,
Wasn't
it's
a cross-dresser?
No. She's a real chick, man.
Did you see him do that live thing on HBO?
Yeah, actually, it was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. He had like a...
Yeah, we watched Rambo. The whole time I'm watching Rambo, though, I'm looking at the swimsuit issue, which I mentioned to you. I don't know if my porn tastes have completely gone full circle, but looking at that was hot again to me instead of looking at like the most graphic porn shit in the world. Sometimes when you look at that stuff too much, it's just like, what the hell? You know? But the funny thing is, Rope the other day sends a text message about batting practice for the first time in town. And he hasn't sent me a text in probably about a year. And the one before that was just tits, just 2 dozen pictures of tits. So then I went back to one from a group message from you and Jay, or you and Bob. And Bob sent, I think it was Bob, he sent back an asshole that had a star tattooed around it.
I just seen that
Have
the
you
other
seen
day.
that?
I didn't see it when he sent it, but you sent another. Oh,
you.
sorry. You sent another picture, and I was like, "This." It looked like it had two, and I looked. I don't even remember getting that.
Yeah, it was this freaking asshole
what was
with
the
a star
caption?
tattooed around it. You're my superstar.
Yeah, you're
or
my
something.
superstar.
What are you gonna do? But dude, we're talking about like the thing about going to the bar in Auburn. You're right about the plaid, but it's like you're stuck in the 90s. Everything from the music to what they were wearing, the whole freaking thing was like stuck there. But you said something that a guy that you DJ'd his wedding comes waltzing in, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" Blah 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 blah. This guy's first question: do you still do DJ weddings and stuff like that? He goes, "Why are you getting married again?" I mean, it was like boom, not even. I mean, no hesitation whatsoever, just boom. And what was your idea? Your idea is like, you got to sign. You sign up, I'll do your DJ. It's like, you know, residuals, man.
Right,
people are gonna divorce. You sign me for the next one. Rock and roll, man.
Dude, yeah, that one contract could lead to two more. Like they're each gonna get married again.
You know, though, I don't want to be constrained like Prince.
Yeah.
You know, in the agreements, you have to change his name.
Right.
The artist formerly known as Silverback.
I think it's catchy. It'll catch on.
Yeah, that's good. But dude, Red could not be more concerned than when I say we're going to go out to Mardi Gras in Auburn. Because she has a couple of her friends that have gone in the past, and they said that there's tits all over the place. Now, we left at a reasonable time. It was like 11:30-ish, 11:30.
Uh-huh.
No tits were seen by anybody.
I didn't see.
It wasn't the wheel.
Yeah. But we did see a dude do a face plant into a wall.
A brick wall, and he lost.
Yeah.
And that was at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
What time do you have to get there to have that happen?
We got there.
It's like 8:30, and it was packed.
Yeah, we could barely get a seat.
Like we had to share a table with some fur trappers.
Fur trappers. Who invited Marquette and the boys?
Jesus. It was like, what did you say, Lumberjacks convention in there?
It was.
It was flannel. It was plaid.
Maybe the other way. Maybe, I was going to say grunge. Maybe they're bringing back the Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam just got to Auburn. You know? And they're like,
Pearl who? Never heard of
They've
them.
never left, man.
Yeah, they never left. Were they at least tied around their waist?
No. The funny thing is that the next day I go and talk to my dad. He says, "Oh yeah, you think that's funny?" And they're stuck in the 90s. Go across the street to Sporty's. They're stuck in the 70s.
Oh god.
Sporty's is still open?
Sporty's. Oh yeah. You go in there on any given night, and it's like they're all sharing the same set of teeth. It's crazy.
Passing around.
Who's got the hamburger?
That's where Red's bachelorette party ended up. Before we got married, her last days of freedom.
Yeah, but that was a while. That was like 8 years ago. Sporty's always had a good softball team, though. They must have sponsored the good guys from out of town. They must have been Midland guys that.
Oh man. Anyway, last night Wally was fucking obnoxious. I was really wanting him to come in here because he's talking about all kinds of stuff regarding his woman. He gets pissed at some point. Takes his fist on a table. JMac, I want to know your perspective from your angle. He takes his fist. I had a beer. He pounds the table, and the beer just goes splashing everywhere, all over everything. And
were we hanging out with him last night
at the Silver Palace?
Oh, I was going to say, did I miss something?
Yeah, you should. I was like, I was at the end of the bar,
and this waitress comes up, starts cleaning everything up, and at one point, Wally says to her, You're used to cleaning, da 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 da. He goes, I'm wondering about your calluses. Why you don't have any calluses on your hand from jerking from a hand jobs or something, right?
Right. It was so I was in the bathroom the whole time. I come out of the bathroom, I'm like, what I miss? You know, she's got the mop bucket. I'm like, what I miss? And Wally yells across the bar something about hand jobs, and she's like, really? That's all I line. I'm like, I go to the bathroom for 10 minutes. What I miss?
Dude, there were five. You along with the 3 or 4 other guys. When he said that,
right.
They turned literally and like gave him the look.
Like, yeah, that was too. You know, because there's always like with one waitress at the Palace, you know, like 5 guys are like trying to like get with her, you know. So they were all had to be like.
Was she get worthy?
No, I don't think so. But you know.
No, I don't think so either. We're getting close to wrap up time here. I want to talk a little bit about what's happening on Monday. JMac and I are going to be in Detroit on tapdetroit.com.
Tap Detroit. I haven't checked.
I'm going to send out an email to people so they can tune in. I'm going to tweet like crazy. I'm going to put it on the PTC site too, the porn.tumblr.com, just to get some more people hitting the site. Though. But
PTC, yeah, he's already got it shortened down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out of the loop. PTC.
Porn.tumblr.com,
yeah,
baby.
Get your t-shirts.
Which, by the way, I don't like to divulge any informations out about that, but what was the total that I sent you this for last month? Was it 172,000?
Something like that, yeah.
I want 200,000 next month. I want 200,000 views, and shit, I want 250,000. I want $250,000.
So what are we going to give him if we get 250?
I will find pictures. I'll try to get pictures of Reds and titties. How about that? I have a picture of her flashing me from up north. She thinks she deleted it. She didn't delete it. I got
girls
it.
Girls are stupid.
They're on lockdown. We were up. It was an outdoor picture too. My favorite. And we're standing next to this fence on the spot where we got married. And I have the camera. And we're shooting like sunset shots. Mm-hmm. And she turns just out of bam! It was like that quick. But I had the camera right there, and I went, and I got it. Freaking booms.
Nice.
Boom booms. So
right. With that, I'm going to be feeling guilty contributing to the 250,000 views, and then my consolation will be her boobies.
Well, you've seen I drew them one time.
Oh, yeah, I did see the drawing.
I've drawn her naked because she likes to be drawn naked.
You could probably get like Dimples to come in and show them in studio.
Dimples, she's showing them right now to somebody.
The reason we don't, did you hear the reason we don't ask her to show them? Because she will.
I was going to say she has to pull her pants off.
Yeah. Told you he was going to say that. Told you.
On tap tonight, we had the Oktoberfest. Next time when Wally's come in, we'll do a recap of the 2 hot chicks that were there. Silverback, he's got a booty call to do.
Still the single guy in Auburn.
Mm-hmm. If you have a niece.
If you got a niece or a cousin or something.
I'm the kid. This is Goin Deep Show. If you want, let me see here. I got a list of things that are essential to talk about at the end of every program. Listener line 206-202-DEEP. That's 206-202-3337. Email studio@goindeepshow.com. Twitter.com/the GDS. Facebook.com/goindeepshow. Porn.tumblr.com. And starting, I think, next week on Tap Detroit on the overnights, it's going to be Goin Deep Show. Tap Detroit After Dark will have Goin Deep Show playing.
And if you are going to tap Detroit, wear a rubber, for God's sakes, man.
All right, everybody. For Silverback and JMac, I am the Kid. Chill to the next one.